Quick English fix number 20. Boost vocabulary fast. Hook. Do you ever feel like you're using the same simple English words over and over? Like your conversations feel a bit repetitive, maybe even basic? Sound familiar? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use themed word lists to quickly level up your vocabulary and make your English sound way more natural and advanced. This isn't about memorizing random words you'll never use. This is a practical system for seeing real improvement, fast. Introduction. Let's be honest, feeling stuck with your vocabulary is frustrating. You have this specific, interesting idea in your head, but the perfect word is just out of reach. So you fall back on the simple stuff like good, bad, happy, or sad. This gap between your thoughts and your words doesn't just hold back your communication, it can seriously ding your confidence. A good vocabulary is your toolkit for building sentences, sharing ideas, and connecting with people. A lot of learners try to fix this by memorizing long, random lists of words. This is one of the toughest ways to learn. Why? Because our brains don't really hold on to information that way. We remember things that are connected and have some kind of context. Learning words without that context is like trying to build a house with a pile of bricks but no blueprint. You've got the materials, but you have no idea how to put them together. So, what's a better way? A really helpful method is to learn words in related groups or themes. This approach is powerful because it links words to a specific situation. When words are connected by a topic like travel or shopping, they can be easier to recall when you're actually in that situation. Plus, research suggests that knowing the 2,000 to 3,000 most common words will let you understand a huge chunk, around 85 to 90% of most everyday English conversations. Focusing on common themes helps you learn these high-frequency words in a way that just makes sense. Today, we're going to put this into practice. I'll walk you through 4 essential themes packed with useful words that will elevate your English. We'll cover vocabulary for travel, shopping, the workplace, and finally, some advanced synonyms to make you sound more precise. For each word, I won't just give you a definition, I'll give you context and real-world examples to help make it a permanent part of your vocabulary. Section 1. Themed word list number 1. Travel. Let's start with a fun one. Travel. Whether you're planning a trip, telling a friend about your last vacation, or just daydreaming about one, this vocabulary is essential. Instead of just saying, "I planned my trip," you'll soon have much better words to use. Our first word is itinerary. An itinerary is your detailed plan or schedule for a trip. It tells you where you're going and when you'll be there. For example, before we left for Japan, I spent a week perfecting our itinerary to make sure we didn't miss any key sites. Or you could say, my travel agent sent over the final itinerary. It has all our flight times and hotel confirmations. Using itinerary shows you're talking about a structured, organized plan. Next up is accommodation. This is a great general term for any place you stay during your travels. A hotel, a hostel, an apartment, you name it. It's a bit more formal and covers more ground than just saying the place we stayed. For instance, for our trip to the coast, we found a lovely little accommodation right on the beach. Another example, the tour price includes flights and 7 nights of accommodation. Think of it as the official term for your home away from home. Our third word is boarding pass. This is that all-important document the airline gives you that lets you get on the plane. It's much more specific than my ticket to get on the plane. You might say at the airport, "I have my passport, but I can't seem to find my boarding pass." Or, after checking in online, "I saved my boarding pass to my phone so I don't have to print it." Using this word correctly shows you know the specific lingo of air travel. Let's move on to souvenir. Souvenir is something you keep to remind you of a person, place, or event. It's more than just a gift you buy on vacation, it's an object that holds a memory. For example, I bought this little hand-painted statue as a souvenir of my time in Mexico. Or you could advise a friend, don't buy the first souvenir you see. The really cool shops are usually away from the main tourist traps. Our final travel word is currency. Currency is simply the money used in a particular country. Instead of asking, what money do they use there, you can use this more precise term. For instance, before I go to the UK, I need to exchange some dollars for the local currency, the British pound. Or at a shop abroad, do you accept foreign currency or should I use my credit card? Notice how all these words, itinerary, accommodation, boarding pass, souvenir, and currency are all part of the travel experience. Learning them together helps lock them in your memory. Section 2. Themed word list number 2. Shopping. Alright, let's switch gears to another universal experience, shopping. We all do it, but using more specific words can make you sound much more fluent. Let's move beyond buy and price. Our first shopping word is bargain. A bargain is something you buy that's way cheaper than you expected. It's not just a discount, it's a great deal. You might say to a friend, "I can't believe I found this coat for only $20. It was a total bargain." Or while shopping, "I'm always looking for a bargain, so I always check the clearance rack first." Next, we have aisle. An aisle is the walkway between rows of shelves in a store. Instead of saying, "It's in that long row with the snacks," you can be much clearer. For example, you'll find the pasta in the international food aisle right next to the sauces. Or if you're asking for help, "Excuse me, could you tell me which aisle the coffee is in?" It just makes directions so much more precise. Our third word is checkout. The checkout is the place in a store where you pay for your stuff. It's the final stop on your shopping trip. For instance, the lines at the checkout were so long that I almost gave up. You could also say, "I love stores that have a self-checkout option to save time." Let's look at the word receipt. A receipt is that piece of paper or email that confirms you've paid for something. It's your proof of purchase. A cashier might ask, "Would you like your receipt in the bag or emailed to you?" And you might say later, "I have to find the receipt if I want to return these shoes." It's a small but essential part of the shopping vocabulary. Finally, we have refund. A refund is the money you get back when you return an item to a store. For example, "The shirt didn't fit, so I took it back and asked for a full refund." Or a store's policy might say, "You can get a refund within 30 days of purchase as long as you have the receipt." Learning words like bargain, aisle, checkout, receipt, and refund together just makes sense. They follow the natural order of a shopping trip, which helps them stick. Section 3. Themed word list 3. The workplace. For many of us, communicating well at work is a huge priority. Using precise language can make you sound more capable and professional. This next list is all about words for the office. Our first word is deadline. A deadline is the date or time something has to be finished. It's a basic concept in pretty much any job. For instance, "My manager set a tight deadline for this project, so I'll have to work pretty efficiently." Or, "We should probably get together and share some ideas before the deadline next Friday." Next, we have brainstorm. To brainstorm is to get together as a group to come up with ideas or solve problems. It's all about collaboration and creativity. A team leader might say, "Let's schedule a meeting to brainstorm some new marketing strategies." Or, looking back on a project, "We were stuck for a while, but then we took an hour to just brainstorm without judging any ideas." Our third word is colleague. A colleague is a person you work with, especially in a professional business. It's a bit more formal and very common in a professional setting, often used instead of coworker. For example, "I need to discuss the quarterly report with a colleague from the finance department." Or, "My colleagues are really supportive, which makes for a great work environment." Swapping in colleague is a quick way to make your professional English sound a little sharper. Let's talk about feedback. Feedback is information about how you're doing on a task, and it's meant to help you improve. It's absolutely essential for growing in your career. You might ask your boss, "When you have a moment, could you give me some feedback on my latest proposal?" Or you might give it, "I have some constructive feedback that I think will really help with the final version." Finally, the word promotion. A promotion is when you're raised to a higher position or rank at work. It's a major career milestone. For example, After 5 years of hard work, she finally got a promotion to senior manager. Or, he's hoping his success on this project will lead to a promotion next year. These 5 words, deadline, brainstorm, colleague, feedback, and promotion, are part of the language of the modern workplace. Using them correctly will help you communicate more effectively and confidently. Section 4. Themed word list 4, Advanced Synonyms. Our final theme is a little different. Instead of focusing on a situation, we're going to level up your descriptive words. A great way to sound more advanced is to learn more precise synonyms for common words you already use. Instead of just saying happy, let's learn 2 more nuanced words, elated and content. Elated means you're incredibly, ecstatically happy, usually because of a big success. For instance, she was absolutely elated when she heard she'd won the scholarship. It's a much stronger feeling than just happy. Content, on the other hand, describes a state of peaceful, satisfied happiness. It's a calm feeling. You might say, after a long hike, he sat by the fire with a cup of tea, feeling completely content. See the difference? Elated is a peak of excitement. Content is a quiet feeling of satisfaction. Now, instead of just saying sad, let's try melancholy and frustrated. Melancholy is a kind of thoughtful, quiet sadness, often without a clear cause. It can even feel a little beautiful. For instance, the rainy afternoon and the slow music filled him with a sense of melancholy. It's very different from the active sadness of crying. Frustrated, however, is that feeling of being upset or annoyed because you can't do or achieve something. It's an active, tense, and often angry kind of unhappiness. For example, he got so frustrated when the website crashed and he lost all his work. Frustration comes from being blocked. Melancholy is more of an internal state. Finally, instead of just saying walk, let's learn stroll and trek. To stroll means to walk in a slow, relaxed way just for pleasure. Example, it was a beautiful afternoon, so the couple decided to stroll through the park. To trek, however, means to go on a long, difficult journey, usually on foot. It implies a lot of effort. Example, they had to trek for 3 days through the mountains to reach the remote village. One is a gentle walk, the other is a challenging journey. Learning these synonyms helps you paint a much clearer picture with your words. Quick review. All right, that was a lot of new vocabulary, so let's do a super quick review. From our travel theme, we learned itinerary, accommodation, boarding pass, souvenir, and currency. From shopping, bargain, aisle, checkout, receipt, and refund. For the workplace, deadline, brainstorm, colleague, feedback, and promotion. And for our advanced synonyms, we learned to swap happy with elated or content, sad with melancholy or frustrated, and walk with stroll or trek. Remembering words in these groups can really help them stick in your memory. Conclusion and call to action. See how this works? In just a few minutes, we've learned over 20 new words, not as random items, but as connected pieces of a bigger picture. It's about learning the right words for the right situations. The key now is to practice. Don't just watch this and forget these words. Your mission is to pick 1 or 2 words from each theme and try to use them today. Write them in a sentence. Say them out loud. The more you use a new word, the faster it becomes a natural part of your English. If you found this quick fix helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Now I want you to help me decide on our next lesson. In the comments below, tell me what theme you want to learn about next. Do you want vocabulary for restaurants? For technology? For talking about movies? Let me know your ideas and I'll use the most popular suggestions to build a future video. Thanks for taking the time to improve your English today. Keep practicing, stay curious, and you'll see amazing results. I'll see you in the next one. The vocabulary hack 95% of learners miss. Hello everyone, welcome to English with Uma. Do you ever feel like you study English vocabulary for hours, but a few days later you can't remember most of the words? You make long lists, repeat them again and again, but they just disappear from your memory. If you are nodding your head right now, this episode is exactly for you. Today, we're going to talk about something powerful, something that can truly change the way you learn English. We're talking about the vocabulary hack that 95% of learners miss. Most English learners waste time memorizing single, unrelated words and quickly forget them. But today, I'm going to reveal the secret of using themed word lists to learn high-frequency vocabulary in context, and how this simple change can boost your retention overnight. My friend, let me be honest with you. Vocabulary is one of the most important parts of learning English. Without enough words, it is hard to speak, hard to understand, and hard to feel confident. But here's the problem most students face. They open a dictionary or an app and try to memorize random words like apple, mountain, beautiful, frustrated, one after another, with no connection. A week later, those words are gone. They feel discouraged and think they are bad at learning. Think about it. You can spend hours memorizing isolated words, but your brain forgets them because there's no story, no meaning, no context holding them together. It's like trying to build a house with single bricks but no cement. The bricks fall apart easily. Now, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, I promise. I just want you to understand something important. The way you have been learning vocabulary until now is not your fault. It's the method that is not working. Your brain is actually very smart. It loves patterns. It loves stories. It loves connections. When you give it words that belong together in a theme, suddenly everything becomes easier to remember. But here's the good news. You can change this starting right now, today, this very moment, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to share a simple but powerful hack that helped me and thousands of my students remember vocabulary much faster and for much longer. This is not complicated theory. These are real tools you can use immediately. Before we dive in, let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I had a student named Priya. She came to me feeling frustrated. She said, Uma, I study 20 new words every day, but after 1 week, I forget almost everything. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I asked her, Priya, how are you studying those words? She showed me her list, 20 completely different words with no connection. Happy, elephant, computer, angry, river, tired. I smiled and said, let's try something different. Instead of random words, I gave her a themed list about daily emotions. Words like excited, exhausted, relieved, anxious, grateful, overwhelmed, content. We learned them together in short sentences and small stories. After just 1 week, Priya came back with shining eyes. She said, Uma, I still remember every single word, and I can actually use them when I speak. My friend, this is not just Priya's story. This is the story of so many learners around the world. We tell ourselves we're not good at vocabulary, but the truth is we're using the wrong method. We have the ability to remember. We just need to give our brain the right kind of input, words that live together in context. So what is this vocabulary hack? How can you start using themed word lists to learn high-frequency vocabulary and boost your retention overnight? Let me share 5 powerful ideas with you, 5 simple shifts that can change everything. First, stop learning single words. Start learning word families in themes. Instead of memorizing happy alone, learn a full theme like feelings and emotions. Group words that naturally appear together: joyful, disappointed, nervous, confident, frustrated, peaceful, overwhelmed. When words belong to the same topic, your brain creates connections. It remembers them as a team, not as lonely strangers. Second, always learn words in context, not in isolation. Never write just the word and its meaning. Write a short sentence or a small story that uses the word naturally. For the emotions theme, you could say, "After the exam, I felt relieved because I had studied hard," or "She looked overwhelmed when too many people asked her questions at the same time." These sentences help the words stick in your memory because they now have meaning and emotion attached to them. Third, choose high-frequency themes that you actually need in daily life. Focus on useful topics like at the restaurant, talking about work, describing travel experiences, health and feelings, or daily routine. These themes contain the words you'll meet again and again in real conversations, movies, books, and news. Learning them in groups makes your English feel more natural and fluent much faster. Fourth, review your themed lists in a smart way. Don't just read the list. Speak the words out loud in your own sentences. Record yourself telling a short story using 5 or 6 words from the same theme. Listen to it before sleep. Your brain continues working while you rest, and the words move from short-term memory to long-term memory. This is how you boost retention overnight. Fifth, make it gentle and consistent. You do not need to learn 50 words at once. Start with one theme per week, 10 to 15 useful words only. Use them every day in your speaking or writing practice. Small, consistent actions with themed vocabulary are much more powerful than big random lists. Just like water drops slowly create a hole in stone, daily themed practice creates strong vocabulary in your mind. Now, my friend, I want to be very clear about something. I am not telling you to study vocabulary every single minute. I am not saying you should never relax. This is about being smart with your time and energy. It is about making conscious choices instead of just memorizing randomly. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. If you used to forget words after 2 days and now you remember them after 1 week, that is amazing progress. Celebrate it. Be kind to yourself. Change takes time, but the results are worth it. Let me share one more story before we finish. There was a wise teacher who asked his students, if you plant one seed in good soil and water it every day, what happens? The students answered, it grows into a strong plant. The teacher smiled and said, your vocabulary is the same. When you plant words together in a rich theme and give them context every day, they grow strong roots in your mind. But if you throw single seeds on dry ground with no connection, most of them will never grow. My friend, this is your English journey. Every themed list you learn is like planting seeds in rich soil. What are you going to do with your study time? Are you going to keep scattering single words that disappear? Or are you going to use this simple hack and watch your vocabulary grow naturally and stay with you? I believe you can choose wisely. I believe you have the power to change your learning habits and remember vocabulary much better. It starts with one small decision, choosing your first themed list today. So here is my challenge for you right now. Pick one useful theme, maybe emotions, maybe food and restaurant, or travel experiences. Create a list of 10 to 12 high-frequency words. Learn them in sentences. Use them today in your speaking or writing practice. Then come back and tell me in the comments, which theme did you choose? How many words do you still remember after a few days? Your experience might inspire someone else who is struggling with vocabulary. We are all in this together, learning, growing, making mistakes, and trying again. Remember, you are not wasting your time by watching this. You are investing in yourself. You are taking a smart step toward better English. That is brave. That is smart. That is something to be proud of. Your English journey is happening right now. Not tomorrow, not when you feel perfect, right now. These small, smart choices are building the confident English speaker you want to become. Do not let old habits hold you back. You have everything you need already inside you: the intelligence, the determination, the ability to learn better. All you need to do is make the decision. Decide that your vocabulary matters. Decide that you deserve to remember what you study. Decide that you can improve faster. And if you ever feel discouraged, remember this: every fluent speaker was once a beginner who forgot words. The only difference is they found better ways to learn, and they kept going, one themed list at a time, one small improvement at a time. You can be that person too. You can be the learner who uses smart hacks and makes real progress. I believe in you. Even if we have never met, I believe in you because I have seen it happen hundreds of times. Ordinary people making extraordinary progress in English just by showing up and using smarter methods. So take a deep breath, smile, be grateful for this moment, and then go out there and try this vocabulary hack today. Don't just watch, use it. Turn it into real improvement. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you for caring about your growth. Thank you for being here. I am so proud of you. Keep going, my friend. Your future English-speaking self will thank you. Until next time, learn smart, be kind to yourself, and never forget that every small change brings you closer to the confident English you dream of. You got this. I will see you in the next lesson. Take care.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English with Uma. Do you ever feel like learning new vocabulary is boring or difficult? You see long lists of words, try to memorize them, but they feel dry and you quickly lose interest. If you are nodding your head right now, this episode is exactly for you. Today, we are going to talk about something fun and powerful, something that can truly make vocabulary learning exciting again. We're talking about the secret letter puzzle vocabulary hunt, a simple yet magical activity that turns ordinary word practice into an engaging treasure hunt for your brain. My friend, let me be honest with you. Vocabulary is one of the most important parts of learning English, but many students find it tiring because it feels like hard work with no joy. You study words, repeat them, but after some time, they start to feel heavy and forgettable. Think about it. When learning feels like a chore, your brain resists. But when you turn it into a game, a puzzle, or a hunt, suddenly everything changes. Your mind becomes curious. It wants to play. It remembers better because it is having fun. Now, I'm not trying to say traditional methods are bad, I promise. I just want you to understand something important. Your brain loves challenges, secrets, and discoveries. When you hide letters or words in a puzzle and then hunt for them, learning stops feeling like study and starts feeling like an adventure. But here's the good news. You can change this starting right now, today, this very moment, and I'm going to show you how. I'm going to share a simple, playful activity called the Secret Letter Puzzle Vocabulary Hunt that helped me and many of my students fall in love with vocabulary again. This is not complicated. It is fun, effective, and you can start immediately. Before we dive in, let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I had a student named Rohan. He came to me feeling bored with vocabulary. He said, "Uma, I try to learn new words every day, but it feels so dry. I lose motivation quickly." I asked him, "What if we turned it into a secret puzzle hunt?" I gave him a themed list of emotions vocabulary and turned it into a secret letter puzzle. I hid letters from the words in a short story and a letter grid. Rohan had to hunt for the letters, solve the puzzle, and discover the hidden words. After finishing, his eyes were shining. He said, "This was so much fun. I didn't even realize I learned 10 new words while playing." The next week, he remembered almost everything because the activity felt like a game, not homework. My friend, this is not just Rohan's story. This is the story of so many learners who feel stuck with boring lists. We tell ourselves vocabulary is difficult, but the truth is the method can make all the difference. We have the ability to enjoy learning. We just need to add a little mystery and play. So, what exactly is the secret letter puzzle vocabulary hunt? How can you use it to learn and remember vocabulary in a fun way? Let me share 5 powerful ideas with you, 5 simple steps that can change everything. First, choose a themed vocabulary list. Pick useful, high-frequency words connected by one topic. For example, daily emotions, travel experiences, or food at a restaurant. Start with 8 to 12 words so it feels manageable and exciting. Second, create your secret letter puzzle. Write a short, simple story or paragraph that uses all the target words naturally, then hide some key letters from those words inside the text or in a letter grid. You can also scramble letters or place them in different sentences. The goal is to make the learner hunt for the missing pieces. Third, turn it into a real hunt. Hide the puzzle pieces around your room, in a notebook, or even in a digital document. Give yourself clues like, the first letter is hiding in the sentence about feeling happy. This adds movement and curiosity, making your brain more active while learning.
Fourth, solve and use the words immediately. Once you collect all the letters and discover the hidden words, write them down and create your own sentences or a short story using them. Speak the sentences out loud. This step moves the vocabulary from short-term memory to long-term memory through fun and active use. Fifth, review with variation and play again. The next day, create a new puzzle with the same words but in a different theme or story. You can time yourself, compete with a friend, or record yourself explaining the puzzle. Repeating the hunt in different ways makes the words stick naturally and keeps the activity fresh. Now, my friend, I want to be very clear about something. I am not telling you to turn every study session into a complicated game. I am not saying you should never use simple lists. This is about adding joy and curiosity so that learning feels lighter and more memorable. It is about making conscious, playful choices instead of forcing dry memorization. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress and enjoyment. If you used to forget words after 2 days and now you remember them after playing a fun hunt, that is wonderful progress. Celebrate it. Be kind to yourself. Change takes time, but the results feel much better. Let me share one more story before we finish. There was a wise teacher who told his students, learning is like finding hidden treasure. If you simply look at a map without searching, you may never discover the gold. But if you follow the clues and hunt with excitement, the treasure becomes yours forever. Your vocabulary is the same. When you hunt for words through puzzles and games, they become real treasures in your mind. My friend, this is your English journey. Every secret letter puzzle vocabulary hunt is like going on a small adventure. What are you going to do with your study time? Are you going to keep using boring lists that make you tired? Or are you going to try this fun hack and watch your motivation and retention grow? I believe you can choose wisely. I believe you have the power to make vocabulary learning enjoyable and effective. It starts with one small decision, creating your first secret letter puzzle today. So, here's my challenge for you right now. Pick one simple theme like emotions or daily routine. Choose 8 to 10 words, create a short secret letter puzzle, hide a few letters, and hunt for them. Then use the words in your own sentences. Come back and tell me in the comments, which theme did you choose? How did the hunt feel? Did you remember the words better? Your experience might inspire someone else who finds vocabulary boring. We are all in this together, learning, growing, making mistakes, and trying again with more fun. Remember, you are not wasting your time by watching this. You're investing in smarter, happier learning. You're taking a creative step toward confident English. That is brave. That is smart. That is something to be proud of. Your English journey is happening right now,
Not tomorrow, not when you feel perfect. Right now. These small, playful choices are building the fluent, confident speaker you want to become. Do not let old, boring habits hold you back. You have everything you need already inside you: the curiosity, the creativity, the ability to learn with joy. All you need to do is make the decision. Decide that vocabulary can be fun. Decide that you deserve enjoyable learning. Decide that you can improve while smiling. And if you ever feel discouraged, remember this: every fluent speaker once found vocabulary difficult. The only difference is they found ways to make it interesting and kept going, one puzzle at a time, one fun hunt at a time. You can be that person too. You can be the learner who enjoys the process and makes real progress. I believe in you. Even if we have never met, I believe in you because I have seen it happen hundreds of times. Ordinary people making extraordinary progress in English just by adding a little play and curiosity to their practice. So, take a deep breath, smile, be grateful for this moment, and then go out there and try the secret letter puzzle vocabulary hunt today. Don't just watch, play it. Turn it into real fun and real improvement. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you for caring about your growth. Thank you for being here. I'm so proud of you. Keep going, my friend. Your future English-speaking self will thank you. Until next time, learn with joy, be kind to yourself, and never forget that every small, playful step brings you closer to the confident English you dream of. You got this. I will see you in the next lesson. Take care.